Ever thought you had superpowers? Well, you might just have one. The power to read people. In essence, what we're talking about here isn't a flight of fancy, but a genuine skill that can be harnessed and sharpened with practice and a keenly observant eye. You see, understanding others is so much more than comprehending the words they say. It delves into realms that are far deeper, diving into the very essence of human communication. It's about decoding the silent actions that our bodies speak, a rich lexicon of postures, gestures, and movements that can often communicate more candidly than words ever could. The tilt of a shoulder, the crossing of legs, the fidgeting of fingers, the rhythm of a breath, each of these carries a message, a missive, telling the subconscious that, if observed and understood, could reveal more than 1,000 words. It also involves interpreting the subtle nuances of facial expressions. The twitch of an eyebrow, the flicker of eyelids, the curve of the lips, they all speak volumes about a person's feelings and intentions, often betraying emotions that they might be trying hard to conceal. Like the most skilled of artists, our faces sketch out our innermost thoughts and emotions, the canvas of our skin, and being able to interpret this ever-changing tableau can be a truly revealing experience. In addition to this, it's also about understanding unspoken, sometimes unconscious gestures that people make. The way they use space, the objects they interact with, the manner in which they direct their gaze, these unnoticed, often overlooked actions can provide a wealth of information about their state of mind, their attitudes, and their intentions. Imagine possessing the ability to decipher these cryptic clues, to be able to unravel the complex tapestry of human interaction like a seasoned detective. The potential for such a skill is vast. It can help in anything from forging stronger relationships to negotiating better deals, to resolving conflicts more effectively. So fascinating, the power of reading people is truly a superpower in its own right. Intriguing? Absolutely. But also endlessly rewarding, enriching, and often downright hilarious. The art of reading people is a journey, an exploration into the depths of human nature that can lead to some truly surprising discoveries. So buckle up, Sherlock Holmes, as we dive into the fascinating and often hilarious art of reading people. Consider this, about 93% of our communication is nonverbal. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies communicate more than our words? Let's explore the intriguing world of body language, where the simplest of actions like a nonchalant shrug or a casual cross of arms can convey more than a stream of words. Picture yourself engrossed in a conversation and suddenly, the person across from you crosses their arms. You might attribute it to the chill in the air, right? However, this subtle gesture could be their subtle way of expressing, "I'm not entirely receptive to what you're saying." Moreover, there's the classic nose touch. It's that instance when someone lightly scratches their nose while speaking. It might be an itch, or it could be a lie. Studies suggest that when people fib, blood rushes to their noses, leading to a tingle that demands a scratch. So if your friend denies eating the last cookie with their hand on their nose, you could be dealing with a sneaky cookie thief. Let's move our attention to the hands-on-hips stance. It's not limited to superheroes or power figures. This pose is a universal symbol of confidence. Thus, if you notice someone striking this pose, they're likely feeling rather self-assured. However, it's essential to remember that context is crucial. If it's biting cold outside and someone crosses their arms, they're possibly trying to keep warm, not being defensive. Similarly, if an individual has just sneezed, the nose scratch could be a hygiene concern rather than an indication of dishonesty. Body language, while providing fantastic insights, requires careful interpretation. Jumping to conclusions based on a single action could lead to misunderstandings. It's all about observing a blend of signals and understanding the context. Decoding body language isn't about transforming into a human lie detector or a psychic. It's about improving our communication skills, nurturing better relationships, and yes, identifying those sneaky cookie thieves from time to time. In conclusion, understanding body language is a skill that can enhance our interactions with others and help us decipher hidden messages. Remember, context is everything. So next time you see someone scratching their nose, don't just offer a tissue. They might be fibbing. Now let's give an ear to the unsaid words. Yes, the voice, my friend, is a real chatterbox. Let's delve this subject a bit deeper. Consider this. You're conversing on the phone with your friend who's just hit the jackpot. There's a distinct change in their voice. It's high-pitched, fast-paced, and loud. Their voice is a mirror of their brimming excitement, but as they collect their scattered thoughts, their tone changes. They slow down, their voice drops to a lower volume and it gets softer. You can visualize them sinking into a comfortable armchair, a picture of relaxation after the initial shock. We're talking about vocal tonality here. It is a mesmerizing symphony of emotions, an unpredictable roller coaster ride of intentions. It goes beyond the spoken words. The way we speak, the pitch, the pace, the volume, and the tone of our voice carry immense power. They can morph a simple hello into either a warm welcome or a cold dismissal. Now let's add a pinch of humor to this discourse. Picture a voiceover artist. They're handed the line, "I love ice cream." If they utter it with a high-pitched, fast-paced, and loud voice, it seems like they've just spotted an ice cream truck driving around the corner. But if they modify their pitch, slow down the pace, and lower their volume, it sounds like they're whispering a secret love affair with ice cream. So, the next time you're engaged in a conversation, listen more attentively. The pitch, the pace, the volume, and the tone of the speaker. Are they excited or calm? Are they interested or indifferent? Are they receptive or defensive? Our voices can unravel a lot more than our words often do. But bear in mind, this isn't an exact science. It's an art, a method of tuning in more profoundly with the people surrounding us. And like any other art form, it requires practice. So make sure you keep listening, keep learning, and keep laughing, because that's the real essence of human connection, of understanding, and of growth. So the next time your friend says, "I'm fine," in that flat tone, you know they're anything but. Words, they say, can speak volumes. But what about the words not spoken aloud? It's time to delve into the intriguing universe of verbal selection and its implications about us. Believe it or not, the words we opt to use can be informative as our nonverbal cues or the inflection in our voice. They can offer a concealed insight into our emotional states, our underlying intentions, and even the characteristics that define our personality. You don't need to be a linguist to decipher this language. It's all about observation and understanding. Consider this situation. You are at a social gathering and one of your friends remarks, "I'm fine." Now the interpretation of fine can vary immensely. If expressed with a radiant smile, it could mean they're genuinely content. But if it's uttered nonchalantly, they could be concealing a less than ideal day or a major headache. Here's another instance. Visualize your workmate expressing, "That's interesting." This could be a heartfelt compliment, or it might just be a diplomatic way of expressing disinterest. The true meaning is often hidden in the context and the manner of delivery. And then, we have those filler words, the ums, ahs, and you knows that dot our conversations. These can denote nervousness, uncertainty, or a thought process struggling to align with fast-paced speech. But here's an intriguing fact. Did you know that individuals who use collective language such as we, us, and our, rather than singular pronouns I, me, and my, tend to exhibit more cooperative and team-centered behavior? It's said that language is a reflection of our thoughts, and it's not entirely mistaken. Of course, it's crucial to remember that context reigns supreme. The same term can convey different meanings in varying situations. Thus, it's not just about hearing the words, but also understanding the circumstances and the speaker's emotional state. Therefore, in your next conversation, be more observant of the words used. You might unravel a deeper level of comprehension. So remember, it's not just what you say, but how you say it. Did you know that our faces can make over 10,000 expressions? Talk about being expressive. Now, let's journey the intriguing realm of microexpressions, those transient, involuntary facial gestures that flash across our faces in mere milliseconds. They're like the silent language of sentiments, a swift flicker of feelings that provide a glimpse into the uncharted territories of someone's thoughts. Microexpressions are captivating just because they are spontaneous, but also because they happen faster than a heartbeat. Sometimes even in less than the time it takes for an eyelid to flutter. They are the real, unrehearsed displays of our innermost feelings. Imagine a faucet with a slight leak, unwillingly dripping out small yet significant drops of truth, even when we are putting our utmost effort to keep our emotions securely bottled up. One of the most frequently observed microexpressions is the sudden flare of fear. Visualize a person's eyes growing wide, their eyebrows ascending sharply, and their lips marginally parting. This ordinarily occurs when someone is taken aback or shocked. It's as if their face is exclaiming, "Whoa, I was totally not expecting that." Another fairly common one is the smirk of scorn. This happens when one corner of the mouth tugs upwards and tightens, almost resembling a semi-smile. This is frequently spotted when someone feels superior or is in a dismissive mood. It's as if their face is scoffing, "Seriously, that's the best you could do?" Let's not forget the micro-expression of joy. characterized by a swift, unfeigned smile that brings a sparkle to the eyes. It's like a tiny explosion of happiness on the face, often observed when someone receives great news or hears a hilarious joke. It's as though their face is exulting, "Yes, that's exactly what I needed." But here's the catch about microexpressions. They're fleeting, they're understated, and they're easy to overlook if you're not being observant. They're the quick, barely noticeable indicators of our state of mind, the miniature quivers on our face that lay bare our most profound emotions. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, pay attention to these microexpressions. They can offer you an unparalleled level of comprehension and insight into the person you're with. So keep an eye out for those fleeting expressions, they're worth 1,000 words. Wow! Who knew reading people could be so intriguing and enlightening? We've just navigated a captivating journey into the subtle and often overlooked art of understanding others without relying on spoken words. Our expedition began by deciphering the unspoken language of the body. Remember when we discussed how a simple gesture, a slight shift in posture, or even the direction of a gaze can communicate a wealth of information? Incredible, isn't it? Then we plunged headfirst into the mysterious realm of vocal cues, where the exploration of pitch, pace, and tone can reveal oceans of emotion. This isn't just about what is said, but how it's articulated. The soft whisper of uncertainty, the loud proclamation of confidence, the hurried pace of anxiety, or the slow drawl of relaxation, each has a story to tell, a secret to unveil. Next, we adventured into the world of semantics, the power of words. We discovered the implications of our choice of language, how it can demystify our thought processes and bring to light our deepest feelings. Unsettling, comforting, empowering, and revealing. The right words can be all these and more. And who can forget our in-depth exploration of the intriguing world of microexpressions, those nanosecond, almost undetectable facial expressions that can let slip a person's genuine emotions as quickly as a blink of an eye or a quick, fleeting smile. An involuntary twitch, a subtle eye roll, a momentary frown, these can be more truthful than any verbal declaration. Now, armed with this newfound understanding, you're prepared to navigate the world with increased empathy and wisdom. But, crucial to remember that these are just instruments of comprehension, not a magic key to the human psyche. They can help you tune in better to others, but they aren't a tool for judgment or assumption. The key is to understand, not to label or create hasty conclusions. So let's commit to using them with kindness and wisdom. If you found this journey as enlightening as I hope, why not spread the knowledge? Join other psyche seekers, and like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more enriching content on the mesmerizing world of psychology. The power of understanding is a profound one. With it comes great accountability. Harness your newfound power with wisdom and compassion. Until next time, remain inquisitive and stay observant.